loosen it, tighten it, you know.
Make sure he's got his fingers on the right.
Yeah, we walk in here one day and this is what Tony had.
He wanted the other people to know what happened.
Absolutely, I wanted to figure out what's going on.
He's nothing if not helpful.
See, Tony, you can see you're a good PR man.
That's the reason Matt is here.
Yeah. Just here to explain what he does what he does.
10 seconds.
It takes a PR person.
3, 2.
Welcome. We're here at Hawk Stadium. We got my man Tony Langford, Craig Jenkins. I'm Morgan Smith. I got my man Matt Fry and Jay Davis down here at the end. And, man, we got a treat for y'all tonight. Pleasant Grove is welcoming Liberty Eylau to, I want to say to town, over to Hawk Stadium. And district game will be a lot of fun. But we have some area games to cover before we kind of get into that. Craig, what you got for us?
To start off with some of the Arkansas area games, you have Bismarck 2-6 at
They got a few players and got a good little running back. Don't know a whole lot about Bismarck, so I'm going to have to go with foul.
Some of these names I hear in Arkansas, I've never heard of them.
Oh,
small town.
There's one of them coming up, I'm sure, that I'm like, I've never heard of.
You've got Centerpoint 5-3 at Genoa Central, 3-4. They lost 52-0 to the Curly Wolves of Prescott last week.
Prescott's good this year, though.
Yeah, they have a really good football team.
And keep in mind, Genoa Central, they've been out a ton of players with COVID. So I know a couple games ago, and I'm assuming they're still out, that running back that went for 300 in a game. Him and I believe the backup running back as well as the quarterback were out 2 weeks.
You know, Genoa last year made the playoffs for the first time in school history. They're getting a program built out there. They believe in what's going on. They've invested into their program, weight program, that kind of stuff. I like what the Dragons are doing. I hope they get a win. And like you say, set up a big matchup next week versus Fout.
I got an upset in that game. I think they'll pull it out if everybody's healthy.
Yeah, that's the main thing. If everybody's healthy, close game on this. I don't know a lot about Centerpoint, but I am seeing that side of that region. They're running the ball a lot, and Genoa Central strength is run defense and running the ball. We'll see what happens.
You've got Malvern 4-4 at Nashville 5-2. They won 41-7 over Harmony Grove last week.
I got Nashville.
Nashville big for me.
I got Nashville big also. I think the quarterback's going to have a good game. I think they're going to have their way with them.
See, and I'm going to go opposite there. I'm going to go Malvern. I only know a little bit about them. A guy formerly coached at Liberty Eylau. He's actually in Malvern now. His son plays on that team, so I've been able to keep up. And they're the Leopards, so, you know, you got to go with Malvern up there. And so I feel like I think Malvern's got a pretty good football team.
So that's like association Leopards?
Yeah, you have to be. Anytime you see another one, there's not very many, so we got to always root for each other. Us and D Queen and Malvern, we got a triplicate.
In the next game, we've got Ashdown 6-2 at Robinson 5-3. They lost to Arkadelphia 47-20.
I'm going Ashdown. There's just so many athletes in Ashdown. I mean, I don't know where Robinson is. I'm going Ashdown. I know where Ashdown is.
I think this is going to be a close game, but I think Ashdown pulls it out at the end.
I do too. I got it.
I was talking to a guy from Ashdown. I think they have like a couple key players out, maybe with injuries. I think a running back may be out for Ashdown. He said that's probably going to be a big part of the game tonight, missing that player.
Getting ready for basketball season.
You've got Ashdown 4-0 at Hope 1-6. Arkansas High was out last week against Hot Springs due to COVID issues.
Well, they keep saying COVID issues, but not one of these teams has had a winning record that's canceled on Arkansas High yet.
Hope's ready tonight.
So let's just call it 7. Arkansas High is 7-0.
Well, Morgan mentioned basketball. Hope's been looking to basketball for a while, all season, and so I think this is just going to be a real ugly game. Arkansas High big.
This is going to be where Arkansas High needs to come out and practice their passing game, see if they can get some reps in. They haven't had games. They haven't had real game situation, and so they're going to have to take advantage of it. You don't ever want to see scores run up and that kind of stuff, but I think Coach Norton doesn't have a choice but get his guys out there, throw the ball around, and get ready, because you're going to have playoffs coming up very soon, and they just don't have the reps in. If they get every game in, They're going to have 5 games on the season.
Yeah, they absolutely haven't had the time to build any consistency. You know, they had a lot of close games and one at the end of the game. And I think that comes with not being able to play a whole lot, missing 2 weeks at a time. I mean, you come back, it's nearly like starting over.
Yeah. This next team is deserving a little bit of airtime. Two consecutive wins in a week. You've got Maud 2-4 and Clarksville 2-6. Clarksville's lost their last 6 games.
Yeah, I'm going Maud. I like the fact that Maud's throwing the ball around. I mean, you know, you go back a while and they've just always kind of ran the ball, hadn't really worked for them. I mean, I like the fact they're changing it up. Coach down there is using what he has available, changing the offense, which I always think is a mark of a good coach.
Well, we were talking about Maud before they were even winning this season because the quarterback was throwing the ball around, have a good little receiver down there. So I think they're starting to put it together, and I think they're starting to pull out some wins.
And I think it's going to be a pride thing. I think that's the reason why I think Maud will pull this one out.
Yep.
And I think Clarksville may be one of those teams that's just getting ready for basketball as well.
Yeah, and honestly, Maud, you get at the 1A level, 2A level, you get a couple of good players, you can do some things. So that can even turn into almost like 6-man football, 7-on-7 style football, and that's always fun to watch when you get down at that level. You get some good guys going.
In the next game, we have DeKalb 5-3 at Chisholm 4-4. They lost to Hooks last week 28-7.
I've got to go with DeKalb, mainly for my employer's sake, but no, I do. I think DeKalb's going to take this one. I think it's going to be a very, very good game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So this is going to be which defense comes out best.
Jamar Vaughn has a huge game here. DeKalb wins. Close one.
DeKalb gets back on it.
I think it's a close game. I think DeKalb pulls it out. They've lost a few in the last few weeks, but I do think they're going to pull this one out.
In the next game, Hooks 4-4 at Dangerfield 7-1. Hooks defeated DeKalb 28-7. Dangerfield defeated Pewitt 49.
I am glad Hooks has their team back. They were out a lot of players, but I don't think anybody has anything for Dangerfield this year.
Yeah, Dangerfield's really good, but I graduated from Hooks, class of '99, so I got to get a righteous pick in there and go for my Hornets. We beat Dangerfield a few times in the playoffs.
Would you like to place a lunch wager on that?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, I hope my Hornets win. Maybe we'll shock some folks. But no, I think Dangerfield has a really good football team this year. I think they're going to make a good playoff run as well. And hopefully the Hornets can just come out of it healthy and get them a spot in the playoffs, I hope.
I think this is a different Hooks team than it was a month ago.
Yep.
I mean, I think they were struggling a month ago, and right now they're beating pretty good teams. So I think they're going to make a game of it, but I think Dangerfield's going to win it.
Yep.
You've got Hallsville 0-3 at Texas High 4-0.
Coach Stanford, it's going to get ugly over there.
Yeah, the Tigers are a good football team, folks. If people haven't watched them,
Texas High can play.
Texas High's good.
Texas High is going deep in the playoffs and has all the potential to play for a state championship. And Hallsville has problems that they can't handle tonight. Guaranteed. You're looking at a 60-plus win tonight.
Well, in a game like this is what Texas High is going to get to see what next year's team's going to look like.
Absolutely.
You're going to have a lot of third and fourth stringers playing tonight, and possibly even some of those players that they brought up from JV. So we'll get to see a little bit of what we're going to see over the next couple of years of Texas High tonight.
They'll be standing over there licking their chops for that opportunity.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and talk PGLE.
Right now at all Greg Orr Auto Collection locations in Texarkana. Shop from your phone, online, or in person and make no payments up to 120 days with record low interest rates, drastic price reductions, and huge incentives on our vast and pristine selection. Plus, for sales or service, we will even pick up and deliver your vehicle to you. For all the money-saving details, please visit gregorauto.com. That's gregorauto.com.
Played Gilmer really well the first half the other night. Just injuries. This injury bug is just taking over the city, it seems like.
Yeah, I had a rough go out there versus the Buckeyes. Started off well on defense, pick 6 to start the game off. Defense played really well. We had 4 turnovers in the football game. Offense unable to keep things sustained enough. I think the defense tired out a little bit, and you started to see just a few big plays by Gilmer there close toward the end of the ball game, unable to pull it out. But then, big injuries in that game that are going to hurt.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed on the game is that our kids never quit. And there was one play in particular where one of the Gilmer Buckeyes, and this was late in the game where, game was already decided. And one of their running backs broke for a long run, but then just all of a sudden, you see this LE player streak by. And did you see the Sunday night game where Metcalf ran?
Yeah.
Same identical thing. He ran him down and caught him, and they didn't score after that.
Yeah. Well, that's what we've seen all year from Liberty Eylau, and we actually started seeing that towards the end of the season last year, and that's what's been so impressive with this buildup of LE's team this year. I'm still so impressed with that defense. The amount of turnovers that they're getting this year is just phenomenal. I think they've got 5 players with at least 1 interception this year. One of the things that's going to run in tonight, though, is Pleasant Grove's probably not going to be throwing that much. And so it's going to be a different defense that's going to have to stop Pleasant Grove tonight than what they've been used to.
Yeah.
One of the things that you have to take in mind, this isn't just a city rivalry game. It's a district rivalry game.
Right.
And it could be some big implications leading into the playoffs as far as seeding and stuff like that for both teams.
And that was Coach Davis's message to me. He said, it's all about seeding. We want to get one of those top seeds, so you won't have to go and play the top teams in the other district.
Yeah.
Because that district, I think what he told me was not correct, was it Van?
Yeah, you got Mahia, I think, is at the top of that district right now. Van, Bullard, and then whoever ends up being 4th in that district.
I didn't know Coach Abram. I didn't know Mahia was 4A. For some reason or other, I thought they were 4 Division 1.
Yeah, no, that's Mahia. That's Coach Tristan Abram, who was at Pewitt last year. He's down there. They beat Van. They beat Bullard. So they've got a pretty good football team.
I like that guy a lot. I think a lot of him.
So, that'll be coming up here in 2 weeks. And so tonight does have big implications as far as where do people line up in the playoffs. And to Jay's point, I think you're going to see a lot of running on both sides. Of course, we got, don't have the quarterback out there tonight for us. That's going to be different. I think Pleasant Grove is going to want to play that ball control. They've struggled at times this year to pass the ball. You do that against a defense who has been taking the ball away. I think we may see a couple of shots down the field from each team on some stuff if you try to get some misdirection. But I think all in all, it's probably going to be a pretty quick football game because I think it's going to be kept on the ground most of the time.
Very physical game, I expect.
And one of our strengths is we got a defensive coordinator that's been coaching for 40-some years. He's seen it all, and he's able to make adjustments on the fly. Based on game type situation, what's going on in the game, field positions. He's shown the ability to make those adjustments, and our kids have responded well. We've had some misassignments, but it wasn't because it was the wrong call. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like about our defense.
There was a kid last night, I think last name Malone, number 4, which I know you weren't at the and you talking about somebody didn't quit on the play. He got beat 3 times in one play and still ran a kid down and kept him out of the end zone. I was really impressed with that. But I've seen a lot of that this year from LA, which, compared to, let's say, last year, I'm not seeing kids quit in the middle of plays. I'm seeing, coaching each other up on the sideline. And 5-3 record right now,
right?
Correct?
Yeah, 5-3, 2-1 in district. And that comes into programs. On Thursday, we had Coach Gibson and Coach Davis with us at Rotary. And I was able to talk to both of them. And we talked about cultures and changing a program. Coach Gibson came into a program at at Pleasant Grove several years back, and they were needing to change the culture and change the belief system, and he's been able to do that. And I think Coach Davis is coming in with that same thing. He's going to make sure people act right, going to make sure that you're student athletes first, that you handle your business. If you don't, you're not going to be out there on the football field. And when you start to take care of those things, it shows up on a Friday night.
I remember us 3 sitting at a basketball game last year, and we were right behind the bench. And I remember Liberty Eylau was up big, and the kid, to me, it wasn't even really that bad. But I remember Coach Davis. When I say went in on this kid, I mean went in. And, I was excited for the program and for him. I didn't know he was a previous football coach.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of him, I think he's doing great things in this program. So tonight, who do we have at quarterback?
I think you're going to see a variety of different people playing at quarterback. trying to run the ball back there. Who's the main one, Chop, that's going to be back there?
I think according to when I talked to him, he's going to talk with Eon for a while.
Yes.
And then maybe we'll see a little bit of Chris Lewis.
Yeah, I think both of those guys will be doing some stuff. Ian Jones is the backup. My mind went blank. I read the names off a list all week long, but I think you'll see Ian back there. You know, he's been the quarterback as a backup, played it last year as well, and so I think that's who we're going to see starting back there. But
the main one, you will not see Damian Collins tonight. Damian Henderson. Sorry.
Yeah, Damian Henderson went down last week, non-contact injury with an ACL, and you hate that kid leading the area in touchdowns. Just a big heart, a senior that does really well, and you hate that for him and senior year, and kind of like Pleasant Grove dealing with some guys that have been out with injury, and you just hate that for these kids anytime they're in high school, but especially when it's their senior season.
Yeah, if you don't know, Landon Jackson, the All-American defensive end for Pleasant Grove, was injured in a practice early this week, had surgery today. Hopefully everything went great for him. I was texting with him earlier. He's awake, feeling good. Best wishes to him in his recovery. And you just hate that for any kid, but, specifically, kids like that, you really hate to see it.
I was telling Matt earlier, I've been associated with Liberty Eylau High School and sports and everything for 51 years. And when you say you've seen it all, I've seen it all. From injuries to people just decide they don't want to play anymore in the middle of a season to winning 2 state championships, been a part of all that. So with high school sports, I've learned you got to always be prepared to expect the unexpected. You're going to have your top athletes today, and in one play like we saw last week, they're gone. Yeah. And I mean, just like that, just that simple. Nobody touch you, and just you want to say nature or anatomy, just gives out on you, and that's where it is.
Well, and you hate that because I was going back and looking at some stats this week, and the matchup on paper was going to be so good because you got the quarterback for Pleasant Grove who's thrown for 8 TDs. J.J. Hampton has thrown for 8 TDs. Logan Johnson scored 10 TDs on the ground, and so is Damian Henderson.
Yep.
So, I mean, this was set up to be basically just, a grudge match on the ground with, probably a little bit of advantage with Liberty Eylau to be able to throw the ball a little bit better. And that's why I hate just how some of the injuries have come into this game and are going and possibly are going to impact the season. Right. But what's so good is both of these teams have rallied around each other's, and I think we're going to see a great game tonight.
Exactly. I was going to say not so fast. Just because both teams have players out, you're still going to see a really good football game.
Absolutely.
You're going to see some kids play their heart out, and you're going to see some big hits tonight from both teams.
And I think what you're going to see is kind of some strength on strength. The Pleasant Grove offense wants to impose their will. The Liberty Eylau defense wants to impose their will, and I think you're going to see a clash of that out on the field tonight. And I think you'll see some big hits. I think you'll see a lot of that stuff that's just good Friday night football. It's nice and cold now. You got the steam coming off, and I think we're going to see some good stuff out there just because of that, because neither one of these teams have any quit in them, and I say, hey, let's get out here and tee it up.
And don't forget, there's a little pride.
A little bit.
Going on tonight.
Bragging rights.
So, I really don't want to go through the next year having to sort of, get that from Chop every once in a while. I want to be the one doing that to Chop, so, so there's going to be some pride out there, and that's going to come in. That's going to come into play tonight.
A lot of people, they look at 5-3. Man, when you've been 0-10, that 5-3 looks pretty good. When you know that you got a playoff spot already secured, compared to last year, that looks pretty good. I'm excited about it. I'm kind of bittersweet with it, but hey, we'll take it. We will take it.
Let's do this. Where can they listen to it on the radio?
107.1 KTFS. We're on there every week, so you can check us out. Pregame starts at 7 o'clock. So
if you want good announcers, you can listen to Matt Fry, or you can turn it on YouTube or Facebook, and
Morgan's going to tear it up for you guys.
Turn the mute on and listen to Matt Fry and watch it, or you can listen to me and Craig. Absolutely. We're going to do our best. We'll say that.
And I'll be on Facebook posting pictures and scores for 107.9 The Fan.
Yep.
That made you their media guy?
Yes.
What do I got to do to steal it from you?
Huh?
Hey, Chop, thought you supposed to be helping me out.
I am. I'm here.
Oh, I didn't know you could do videos and pictures.
Yeah.
But let's take a break. We'll be right back.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back. We added high school Todd Marshall, Pleasant Grove High School principal. Say it right?
That's right. You got it.
Anything else I need to add on there?
Well, you probably don't need to say it on air. So if you add anything, it probably wouldn't be appropriate.
So, man, what's the school been like this week with the All-American Landon Jackson injury?
You know, I will say it. It's very. I mean, my heart breaks for, and our heart breaks for Landon, just for, everything that he's overcome. He had a knee injury 2 years ago as a sophomore, and but I'm just so proud of our kids because the family at Pleasant Grove High School, the students are really truly a family, and they just rally around each other and rally around him and love him and support him. And I really, I know our kids it's just strengthened that bond. Our heart breaks for him, but and I know his mentality would be the show goes on and we have to keep working. But as far as the high school, because he was a leader on our campus, and I know a lot of his kids at school have been sending him texts and just checking in on him.
My daughter's in middle school. Yeah, I don't know why I act like I don't know.
You don't know?
But she was at school, and everybody was talking about that.
Yeah.
So I just hate it for him. Landon's such a good kid. Like we had talked about that before. I don't know if any particular kid has done more for us than Landon Jackson. And man, when news came out about that, I really, really hated to hear that.
Yeah.
But get better, and he'll be at LSU in just a couple months. And
it's just not his talent for me. It's the effort he puts in the off season, and I keep up with him during the off season. He's still hitting it every day, working hard, and I don't know if you look at the picture of him from his freshman year. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
and he's put in the work, and it breaks my heart to see him go through that injury. And I pray that he comes through it 100% and goes at it hard in LSU. So
I'm just so proud of the young man he is, because he always makes time for kids at other campuses. If we have someone going on another campus, he's one of the first ones to want to go to those campuses and see those kids. And it's just, that's the person he is.
He reached out to me the last Saturday, and we went out to Hooks. There was a kid there with the same, I don't even know how to say it. What is it?
Alopecia.
Alopecia. He went out just to watch him play football. I mean, how many kids do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I just hate it. I hate that happened to him. Really do. Really do. Tell me about senior night tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, it's obviously going to look a little bit different because of the world looking different right now. But, we want to make it as normal as possible for these kids because they deserve that. So we're recognizing our football players, our band, our showstoppers, our cheer, our cross country, and our sports medicine tonight. So it's gonna look as it's looked in the past. So as far as the format, other than us having masks on and work and social distancing, but we're gonna just honor these kids, and it's gonna be their night. It's a special night. I love senior night. It's one of my favorite things we do because it's a chance just to honor those kids and everything they've done at this high school and what they mean here, and it's special, and I love that. But we're gonna make it as normal as we can, and that was the idea. We it's not normal, but we want to provide that experience for these kids.
You said special a couple of times, and that's one of the things that I remember last year with my youngest daughter, and this was the first night that it sort of hit me that she's a senior.
Yeah.
And so to be able to basically celebrate these kids with their parents, it's going to be fun seeing these kids come across and be recognized. And that's the part of it tonight that I'm so excited about, is just to see all these seniors, because this is a large class.
Yes.
And this is a class that is, I think class of 90 is probably the best that Pleasant Grove's ever had. But, I think this class from freshman year to senior year has really put Pleasant Grove on the map, not just athletic-wise. I mean, just, from the entire school district, from all the things that they've been able to accomplish and, impact our community. I'm excited to see what this year's seniors are going to be able to go up and do.
They've proved so much this year so far with their leadership, because, again, some of the things we've had to do at school have been different. And I told the seniors when we started school that I'm counting on you to help lead this school. It's going to take all of us. It's not going to just take the principal. It's not going to take just the teachers. It's going to take all to do this the right way and to, be safe and to wear masks and hand sanitizer, all of those different things. That way we can have these opportunities and have these experiences tonight. And they have they've risen to that challenge, and they've done a great job, and we've been able to do things because of the standard they've set, and our whole student body has just followed into that. I'm just so proud of them.
Go ahead. Speak to us real quick about senior night, just seeing the kids that you've been around for so long, finally here to play in their last home game and knowing that they're graduating. Speak to us about how that is emotionally for you.
It is very emotional to me, because I've known these kids now, and I remember when they were, when they first got to this campus and how they've grown and matured into young adults, and now they're, you talk about picking classes, and now we're talking about what college we're going to go to, and, things that, like, as Jay mentioned, things you may take for granted, but the time goes like that, and I'm just so proud. It's very emotional for me as a principal that, these experiences are new every year, and it's a very emotional time. I could talk all day about it.
For me as a parent, you don't realize how important senior night is until you went through it. I've had 2 go through it. I've got another one going through it this year, and just see your kids get to where they're at and be successful, stay away from the things they should stay away from, and they're fixing to graduate and go on to bigger and better things. I mean, it is emotional. As a father, it was emotional for me. So, it is for parents, for the kids and the parents, it is a big deal.
Right.
Let's do this. Let's take a break. We will be right back with LaMichael James and Trey Carson.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help, because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
If you're looking for authentic Cajun-style meats prepared and ready to cook and take home, look no further than Lanyard Specialty Meats. We here at Lanyard Specialty Meats select nothing but premium meats, and we season it to perfection so that you'll have all of Acadiana flavor here in your own home. Come by Lanyard Specialty Meats for all your tailgating needs for this football season or hunting season. Remember, Lanyard Specialty Meats.
Lanyard is an official sponsor and proud supporter of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back, man. We got a treat for you. We got LaMichael James, Trey Carson's added here. NFL alums, Doak Walker Award winner. Matt Fry won a Little League trophy back in the day.
Listen, I won 3, so don't get confused.
Hey, what's up with this chair you got me?
Man, what are you doing?
No, you gotta lift it up. I don't know. Craig did that to be funny. I guarantee it.
Okay, you got me feeling like I'm not the tallest one on the set.
Well, you have to make it even. That's the one that's got a weight limit too.
What they got to do with me?
No.
You probably said it and started going down.
Oh, man.
So, man, how y'all feel about the turnaround from last season?
Hey, they got more than one win, so, obviously it's an improvement.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that, it really comes down to attitude. You guys have been around the program a little bit. Coach Davis bringing back some of the discipline in the act, right? I know when you guys came up, there was a certain thing to being a Leopard and playing Leopard football and making sure that you handled your business inside the classroom and on the field, and I think we're seeing some of that stuff come back as well.
Right.
Yeah, I can speak on that a lot, too. I've talked to Morgan today about that. When I was there, they made sure you was in class, made sure you was in study hall. Nothing trumps schoolwork. They'll come get you at, 3 o'clock and say, hey, we ain't starting practice till 4 to make sure you get that schoolwork, and I think that's important.
Absolutely.
And then plus you had this big old overgrown guy that was on the field all the time to make sure you acted right on the field. correct?
Always. You got to, man.
I just want to know where they got this mug shot from right here. Look at this.
He's an OG, man.
No, man. I'm just back in it for the kids and the program. Get that exposure out there, man, the best we can, you know, and just all about that LE, man, about that symbol, man. That's what it's all about for me.
So I want to know, back in y'all's day, if we had a game day back in your day.
Hey, listen, I might would have been a top 5 player in the country.
For real?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I believe that.
Easy.
I believe that.
Do you think it gives that much exposure?
Yes, just with social media. And
that's true.
Yeah, you know, on top of that, you guys have the coverage and y'all got all the HD video. So,
well, and I think one of the things about it is people can come and watch whole games.
Right.
You know, back when you guys were in school, it was, mini DV tapes, trying to cut it up, sitting in class, sending some highlights out.
Right.
But a lot of guys, they want to see a whole tape and all that. Now all of a sudden you got coaches that can sit there and watch players play all across. And even, I know when Trey was getting recruited, it was just starting where you would start getting text messages from coaches and all that. And LaMichael, you were back even a few years before that. It probably wasn't even that much back then. Still a little bit more snail mail going on, right, with some letters.
Nothing, just straight letters.
Well, I can tell you this much. I'd be in the airport traveling back and forth to the East Coast, West Coast, or wherever, and I would have my Liberty Eylau stuff on supporting. And people always ask me about LaMichael and Will Middlebrooks. Tell me what you can tell me about them guys. Do you know them? What about them? And I would give them 2 or 3 thumbs up. Say, yeah, good kids. You don't need an opportunity. You need to come down there and get them.
Yeah.
And these were from alumni folks that had heard from them. So evidently, the coaching staff at these particular schools had already told the alumni about these guys.
Social media's probably made it easier on colleges.
Oh yeah,
I would have to think. Yeah,
for sure.
Because there's a gray area. You probably can send a message through a Twitter and they don't count as a phone message.
Right.
It's always a gray area. And speaking on back when you spoke about Texarkana game day, if you would have had this is like exposure. The whole city can watch. They can watch it later. And a game like playing against PG, a rivalry game, tonight I feel like I should go for about 300 because I know everybody's watching.
Right. Right.
And I think it also allows other people in the city to see some of these young men, see them do interviews. You find out about them. When you see somebody just in the opposite jersey, you might feel a certain way about them.
Right.
You might, there's just going to be some rivalry there. When you get to hear them interviewed, you get to see who they are as a student athlete. You can say, hey, I'm going to root for them just as Texarkana as a whole. And I think it really gives a lot of these young men the opportunity that Texarkana can meet them where most of the time you don't even know the kids from another school unless you happen to see their name on a roster on a Friday night.
I agree, and it gives the community, they may be Texas High fans, but if they're at home and they get to watch this game, they can give a fair take on players that's, around in the city versus just saying we have the best players, and haven't even seen the other players around the city play. You know what I mean? So I think it's great for the community.
So is that why you keep putting your videos on Facebook so people can see you in case they
This Trey's got a lot of time on his hands.
Right. Check this out. Don't come for me on social media. Because I got the tapes.
Backup.
I got the tape, and I will upload them.
Hey, he said he's got them organized and everything.
Yeah,
all I
he's
know
ready.
Is some time ago they must have had a really good video production teacher.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
Trey came at me a couple of weeks ago. We discussing about who was the best defensive back that came out of Liberty Eylau. And boy, he said, I know Mark Question. We're going to give him his due. He was good. He did this.
He was great.
But we had a whole lot of other guys that didn't get that exposure, didn't have that media representation,
Yeah.
Ramos McDonald's, he was a second-round pick of the Minnesota Vikings, just come out of nowhere with New Mexico State. He's just one of those guys.
It's one of those things where if game day had been around,
he would have got more exposure.
They may get a fair shot at my argument, but since it wasn't.
But I know, 51 years, I know. I see it all. I don't need no video.
Hey, sometimes the older you get, that memory start fade a little bit.
You got that right.
Get a little jaded.
Hey, I remember back in my day.
You got that right.
Yeah.
But you know what I do have? And when this pandemic broke out, I text you one night. And I said, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, man, I'm watching your highlights. Really? You must be really bored. I said, what is there to do?
That's true. And just like, Trey uploading all those videos, this is a rivalry game.
Yes.
It's a clean rivalry, though. Most of these dudes are friends.
Right.
Some of them came from different schools. Like, they grew up with each other. It's nothing dirty about it. We just going to have footage after the game say, hey, you remember in 2000 20 when we beat you. We beat you in the COVID Bowl.
Right.
You know.
Hey, that's a good one.
I like that. I'm gonna have to take that from you.
You live with this forever. If you lose this game, they will talk about it forever. If you get a touchdown scored on you, it just goes on forever and ever, and no one will never let it go. It's a hometown rivalry.
That's right. You know,
it fun. You know, I've yet to see a video of Trey getting lit up yet.
It didn't happen too often. I can tell you that.
It don't exist.
It don't exist.
I haven't seen it.
Back in high school.
Hey, he's a big boy in high school.
Yeah. I get that. I think the hardest I've ever seen anybody get hit, not to throw shade, I'm not throwing shade, but that punt return when you play for San Francisco 49ers, that was one of the hardest I've ever seen anybody get hit.
I tell people all the time, and Trey can speak to this too. The hits that look the worst actually ain't the worst. It's the ones you don't know.
No, I don't know. You look like you were about to get carted off.
Hey, it's the sneaky one.
Hey, it must have been so bad he don't remember it.
He don't remember.
I remember it. I remember it.
What was the NFC Championship game? Yeah.
Hey, it's them sneaky ones. Them be the ones that hurt.
It's the ones you don't know.
I'm telling you.
Well, you know, just going back and talking about rivalries, the PG and LE rivalry, you want to talk about hard hits. I'm not going to call no names, but I saw one young man that I had told and said, man, that linebacker from PG pretty good, man. You need to kind of sidestep him a little bit. Well, he didn't do it. The next thing you know.
Yep. Shoulder out of place.
Shoulder out of place.
Yep.
Nah, in all seriousness, though, these are two of the best athletes ever out of Texarkana. But I like to give them a hard time.
Hey, but you know me, man. Any I ain't gonna sidestep nothing.
Nope.
You know, I'm taking everything head on. It's like boxing. You win some, and sometimes you meet your day.
Yeah.
And that was my day. You play football long enough, you will meet your match.
It will come to you.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and we will be right back. Appreciate you guys coming on. Enjoy the game tonight.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting their craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
Right now at all Greg Orr Auto Collection locations in Texarkana. Shop from your phone, online, or in person, and make no payments up to 120 days with record low interest rates, drastic price reductions, and huge incentives on our vast and pristine selection. Plus, for sales or service, we will even pick up and deliver your vehicle to you. For all the money-saving details, please visit gregorauto.com. That's gregorauto.com.
We are back at Hawk Stadium with Superintendent Chad Pirtle. How's this week been?
We've had a great week in Pleasant Grove. We have, you see more COVID cases coming down. I'm sorry, fewer COVID cases this week. We have remote learners coming back to school. We're under 10% as a district now. We started off about 21, 22%. We're under 10% as a district, and they continue to come back. Our COVID numbers are down this week, so that's really good, like way down. And big news today that was released, and that's the opening of our new elementary school, Margaret Fisher Davis Elementary, honoring Mrs. Davis, longtime superintendent and educator in Pleasant Grove. We're going to open that up on Monday, November 9th, first day for students.
Well, I actually passed the school about a week ago, and, man, it really, really looks good.
Definitely
I actually pulled over on the side of the road and sent Miss Davis a text just telling her how much, that I appreciate what she's done for the district and then selfishly for my family. She was pretty impactful on my oldest daughter and the success that she had at Pleasant Grove. And so definitely going to be a great day for the Pleasant Grove family to be able to get that campus open. I know the teachers are excited. I know the kids are excited. So I'm not sure how much learning there's going to take place that first day, but we'll see.
You know what? We're gonna soak it in. There's been a lot of people put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work to build this project, and not just the construction part, but passing the bond and the bond committees, and a lot of people putting in a lot to make this dream a reality. And it is. I talk about Miss Davis, but you talk to anybody in Pleasant Grove, and you know how special of a lady that Miss Davis
absolutely.
is.
I was looking at the announcement that y'all put out there. We've got 33 classrooms, and I'm pretty excited about everything but the classrooms. We've got some multi-purpose learning centers and some other unique technology. Tell us a little bit just about the campus itself.
You see it from the outside, and it's really starting to pop. We have the bollards outside, and we wanted to bring in some color. We want to make it look like an elementary school. When you enter the campus, though, it will wow you. It is really nice when you get in there. The colors, the spaces. One of the things that we're really proud of, the collaboration spaces in between, in each pod, in between the teachers' the classrooms, and we are really outfitting those to be able to utilize those spaces to be really innovative in our education, give students experiences that students typically don't have, but whether it be with technology, with different learning methods out in those spaces. It's going to be, we're using those spaces, and it's going to be amazing whenever those kids get in there.
I haven't had
and
the
the teachers.
opportunity to go by there yet.
I was actually by there today, and I was like, what is this? I didn't even know it was over there, but like you say, the color on the outside, beautiful building, beautiful.
Just wait till you get in the inside. I know we have some employees that went over and toured the building, and they've been employees of the district for a long time, like over 30 years. Some of our secretaries, and their comment was, our taxpayers are going to be so proud of how we've built this school and utilized our money for this, and we got a lot of bang for our buck here.
Well, I know the district overall is just super excited about that. One of the things that I wanted to sort of just ask you about this week, we've had some success in tennis, so now we're going to be continuing the playoff run there. They're now considered the by-district champions, so that's definitely a great thing to see. And the volleyball team, had another playoff run. That season has ended. Spring Hill sort of came up a little strong against us, but it was definitely a great season there. And then another thing I wanted to congratulate the district on is just the national award winners that we have with that Celebrate Art. I think we had 17 students that got recognized. I mean, just tell us about some of the successes that we're seeing this year with Pleasant Grove.
Well, I'll speak for the high school this week. Our tennis team, again, they won the district championship last week, won the by-district this week. Today they're competing against Wills Point for the area championship, and they're doing that as we speak. So hopefully we'll get a report there tonight. So we're excited about that. Volleyball, again, had a great run. Came up a little bit short in their by-district matchup with Spring Hill. And, our art program speaks for itself. Historically, Miss Briscoe and Miss Manning have done such a tremendous job building that program to what it is. So I'm not surprised by that number. We're excited about that and looking forward to building off that. I'm so proud, again, that we were able to do those things because, with all of the things we're working through right now with COVID-19, our kids continue to rise to the challenge and do what they need to do as far as taking care of themselves and taking care of each other, where we can participate and have those successes. So I'm just so proud of our kids.
I'm also excited about a few things that are about to happen. Next week, our middle school competes in the academic UIL competition, district competition. And last year, I think we've been competing for 2 years now. Last year, we went and not just won the competition, we dominated the competition at the middle school level. So we're really excited about that. our system in place. We have kids out participating in that, and next week we're going to hopefully defend our title as academic UIL champions. Another thing is our band is going to start their competition season, and Mr. D's he's done a great job, and his directors have done a great job with the band. Look forward to what they're going to be able to do.
It sounds like you're hiring the right people to be being successful in so many categories.
I'm sorry?
Sounds like you're hiring all the right people to be successful in so many categories.
I don't know how much of it is me, but I know we have some super talented people in Pleasant Grove that are leading programs.
Well, what do you anticipate seeing tonight?
Our next senior is Sam Bradshaw.
You know, before we get off here, at some point, I just want to give a shout out to Landon Jackson. You know, I'm sure he's been talked about plenty on here, but Landon's made such an impact on Pleasant Grove. He's actually served and been a babysitter for the Purtles at times, and boy, do my boys love that. But you see what Landon does just in the community. And we love Landon and so proud of him, and hate that he's not here with us tonight. So Landon, we're praying for you. We love you and wish you were here tonight with us. As far as the football game tonight, I think in talking to Coach Gibson, I think the Hawks are ready to come out and get after it tonight. Doesn't look like Liberty Eylau is here just yet. I think they're going to show up here in a little bit, but. Look forward to a great game.
Well, we're gonna go to break real quick and cover a little bit of the senior night ceremonies, and we will see you at game time.
Our next football senior is Amaje Carter. Amaje is escorted tonight by his parents, Ahmad and Ebony Carter. Amaje is a one-year member of varsity football. He hopes to attend the University of Alabama and major in sociology, and will one day like to play pro football. Ladies and gentlemen, Amaje Carter. Our next football senior is Jackson Cartwright. Jackson is escorted tonight by his parents, Billy and Julie Cartwright. Jackson is a 3-year varsity football player. He's a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. Jackson plans to attend the University of Arkansas and pursue a career in either exercise science or biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Cartwright. Our next senior is Will Estes. Will is escorted this evening by his parents, Greg and Meredith Estes. Will is a 4-year member of Hawk football, a 3-year member of varsity track and field. He is a 2017 and 2019 state football champion, as well as a 2018 state football runner-up. He's currently undecided on where he will attend college, but plans to major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Will Estes. Our next football senior is Tyler Foreman. Tyler is escorted tonight by his parents, Sean and Tanya Foreman. Tyler is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He's a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. A 3-year member of track, a 1-year member of cross country, a 1-year member of powerlifting, and a member of National Honor Society. He plans to attend Texas A&M Texarkana to study social science. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Foreman. Our next senior is Sean Green. Sean is escorted tonight by his mom, Adrian Stanford. Sean is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He plans to work as a producer in the music industry or possibly own his own business. Ottawa University has offered him an opportunity to join their esports team in video gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Green. Our next senior tonight is Logan Lightning Johnson. Logan is escorted by his mom, Michelle Rigdon, and his brother, Garrett Johnson. Logan is a 3-year varsity football player. He's a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. He was named to the all-district team. Logan's currently undecided on a university at this time, but plans to attend and hopes to play football. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Logan Johnson. Our next football senior is Hayden Kohler. Hayden is escorted tonight by his parents, Derek and Jolie Kohler. He's a 4-year member of Hawk football, a 2017 and 2019 state football champion, and a 2018 state football runner-up. He's undecided on a specific university, but intends to pursue a career in the medical field. Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Kohler. Our next senior is Nicholas the Hit Stick Martin. Nick is escorted tonight by his parents, Michael and Tosha Martin. Nick is a 3-year varsity football player. He was named Defensive Newcomer of the Year as a sophomore and an All-State linebacker. He is a 3-time first-team All-District selection, named one of Dave Campbell's top 10 athletes in the state of Texas. He is a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. Nick plans to attend Oklahoma State University, play football, and pursue a degree in meteorology and atmospheric sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Martin. Our next senior is Drew Mason. Drew is escorted tonight by his parents, Coy Mason and Jill Rowe. Drew is a 1-year member of varsity football at Pleasant Grove. He plans to attend Southern Arkansas University and pursue a career in physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Mason. Our next football senior is Chase McClure. Chase is escorted tonight by his parents, Joseph and Jennifer Holmes. Chase is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He's a 2017 and 2019 state football champion, as well as a 2018 state football runner-up. He's undecided on a specific university, but plans to pursue a career in physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase McClure. Our next senior is Alex Murphy. Alex is escorted tonight by his parents, Jim and Beth Murphy. Alex is a 3-year varsity football player. He is a 2017 and 19 football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. He was named 2nd team All-State as well as All-District and 3rd team All-East Texas. He plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in kinesiology. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Murphy. Our next football senior is Noah Neal. Noah is escorted tonight by his parents, Tommy Neal and Heather Kaiser. Noah is a 2-year member of Hawk football, and he plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Neal. Our next football senior is Jaden Parker. Jaden is escorted by his parents, Melvin and Virginia Parker. Jaden is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He's a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. He plans to attend Stephen F. Austin University and major in political science and hopes to pursue a career in law. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Parker. Our next football senior is Jalen Pascal. Jalen is escorted tonight by his mother, Tiffany Pascal, and his stepfather, Louis Calloway. Jalen is a 1-year member of varsity football at Pleasant Grove and was named All-City and All-State. He plans to attend college to further his education and hopes to play football and one day wants to play in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Pascal. Our next football senior this evening is Jalen the Hype Man Phillips. Jalen is escorted tonight by his mom, Jonette Phillips, and his sister, Jaden Manley. Jalen is a 4-year member of Hawk football. His devotion and energy on the field is second to no one. He's a 2018 state football runner-up and a 2019 state football champion. He plans for the future include making an impact in the lives of others regardless of the road he decides to travel and excel in being the best version of himself while keeping God first in his life. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Phillips. Our next football senior is Torrey Phillips. Torrey is escorted this evening by his grandfather, Cecil Ellis, and his aunt, Khadidra Ellis. He is a 2-year member of Hawk football and a 2019 state football champion. He is undecided on a specific university but plans to play football and wants to pursue a career in business management. Ladies and gentlemen, Torrey Phillips. Our next senior is Corbin Shine. Corbin is escorted tonight by his parents, Steve and Larissa Shine. Corbin is a 3-year member of Hawk football and is a 2019 state champion. He plans to attend Texas A&M University and hopes to study architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, Corbin Shine. Our next senior this evening is Gage Stivers. Gage is escorted by his parents, William Stivers and Glenda Barron. Gage is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He is a 2017 and 2019 state football champion, as well as a 2018 state football runner-up. He plans to attend DeFore University and major in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Gage Stivers. Our next senior is Jordan Stewart. Jordan is escorted tonight by his mother, Gina Stewart. Jordan is a 4-year member of Hawk football. He's a 2017 and 19 state football champion, a 2018 state football runner-up. He's undecided on where he will attend college, but plans to obtain a master's degree in physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Stewart. Our next senior is Grayson Taylor. Grayson is escorted by his parents, Scott and Tanya Taylor. Grayson is a 4-year member of the Hawk football team. He plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Grayson Taylor. Our next football senior is Tamir Turner. Tamir is escorted by his parents, Terrence and Keisha Turner. Tamir is a 4-year member of Hawk football, a 2017 and 19 state football champion, and a 2018 state football runner-up. He's undecided on where he will attend college, but plans to attend. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamir Turner. Our next football senior is Cameron Weekly. Cameron is escorted tonight by his sister, Crystal Tyus, and his brother, Jericho Hardiman. Cameron is a 3-year member of Hawk football. He's a 2017 and 19 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. He was named first team All-District all 3 years, as well as first team All-State. He's undecided on where he will attend college, but he does plan to play football. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Weekly. Ladies and gentlemen, our final senior football player tonight, as most of you know, was injured earlier this week. This morning, he underwent surgery, and reports from his mother are that the surgery has gone very well and been very, very successful. That young man is watching us online right now. So Hawk Nation, would you make some noise and show some love to senior number 40, Landon Jackson. Landon's parents are Larry Jackson and Katie Peak. Landon is a 4-year varsity football player. He was named 4 years All-State, 2019 District Defensive MVP, Max Preps All-American, and Sports Illustrated Junior All-American. He is a 2017 and 2019 state football champion and a 2018 state football runner-up. He plans to attend Louisiana State University and play football and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, show some love because he's watching you right now online. Senior, number 40, Mr. Landon Jackson. Hawk Nation loves you, Landon. Now, how about a hand for all of our senior football players? As we continue this evening, under the leadership of trainer Stephanie Bridges, we introduce to you our senior training assistants. We begin this evening with Brandon Awa. Brandon is escorted by his parents Benjamin and Doris Awa. He is a 2-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program. He is undecided on a specific university, but does plan to major in biochemistry and pursue a career in dentistry. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Awa. Our next senior is Lucas Edwards. Lucas is escorted tonight by his parents Chris and Kimberly Edwards. Lucas is a 3-year member of sports medicine and a 4-year member of Hawks Cross Country. He plans to attend either the University of Central Arkansas or Baylor University and major in exercise physiology and pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Lucas Edwards. Our next senior this evening is Kaysen Head. Kaysen is escorted by his parents Jennifer and Jason Head. Kaysen is a 3-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program. He plans to attend Stephen F. Austin, major in biochemistry, double minor in biology and Spanish, and attend pharmacy school afterwards and pursue a career as a pharmacist. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Kaysen Head. Our next senior is Jillian Knowles. Jillian is escorted tonight by her parents, Paul and Stephanie Knowles. Jillian is a 3-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program, serving as head athletic trainer, and was named ETATC Student Trainer of the Year. She plans to attend the University of Texas, major in biomedical engineering, and pursue a career as an orthopedic surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, Jillian Knowles. Our next senior is Natalie Nicholson. Natalie is escorted by her parents Brandon and Renee Jones. Natalie is a 2-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program and a member of Practicum and Health Science class. She plans to attend North Texas University and major in business and pursue a career in real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Nicholson. Our next senior is Alex Norton. Alex is escorted tonight by her parents, Scott and Michelle Norton. Alex is a 1-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program. She plans to attend the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center and major in radiation therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Norton. Our next senior is Ashton Waddell. Ashton is escorted tonight by his parents, Chris and Nicole Waddell. Ashton is a 3-year member of the Athletic Sports Training Program. He plans to attend Stephen F. Austin University, major in nursing, pursue a career as a nurse anesthetist. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashton Waddell. How about a hand this evening for all of our athletic trainers? Under the direction of cheerleader sponsor Shira Hopkins, we introduce our senior cheerleaders. Tonight we begin with senior Katie Bowman. Katie's escorted tonight by her parents Dean Bowman and Jennifer Sanderson. Katie is a 2-year member of varsity cheer. She plans to attend Clemson University in South Carolina, major in biology, and pursue a career in orthopedic surgery. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Katie Bowman. Our next senior is Abby Davidson. Abby is escorted by her parents Don and Tracy Davidson. Abby is a 4-year member of varsity cheer. She's a 2-year member of the UIL team and a 3-year All-American cheer nominee. She plans to attend the University of Alabama and pursue a degree in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Davidson. Our next senior is Olivia Kirk. Olivia is escorted by her parents Tony and Amy Kirk. Olivia is a 3-year member of varsity cheer and has been a 2-year UIL participant. She intends to major in sports management and hopes to cheer in college. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Olivia Kirk. Our next senior is Megan McGuire.